if he really did all the things he's saying, I hope that gets proven in court, and I hope he gets punished if he really did that. If he didn't do that, I hope he gets exonerated, and I hope he gets the Hill to 3 months in prison and 3 more in house arrest for failing to pay taxes on close to $1 million.
Right as he was reportedly preparing to leave the country amid ongoing controversy surrounding alleged financial issues, Floyd Mayweather was said in circulating claims to have been intercepted and taken into custody by federal authorities. According to Joe, Floyd Mayweather Jr., according to commentary attributed to Joe Rogan, was said to have been warned in advance after claims surfaced about an ongoing investigation into his tax affairs, and was allegedly attempting to leave the country before the situation escalated further. Rogan then referenced a reported statement from what he described as an FBI source, claiming, "Mr. Mayweather was required for questioning and we went to his residence to bring him in. However, he had already left and we managed to track him down just before his flight departed. Both of his private jets will now be grounded until the investigation is complete."
Those guys got popped by the IRS because they
Stand-ups?
Yeah, they all got popped because none of them were paying taxes. They were all getting paid in cash.
Yeah.
And so they all got in trouble. I remember working at Nick's Comedy Stop. They offered you could get paid in cash or in coke.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Like, that's how wild those days were.
Yeah.
It was also reported that Floyd Mayweather Jr. chose not to address reporters directly and instead had his lawyer speak on his behalf. His attorney kept the statement brief, saying, "We were called in for questioning, and that is all there is to it. We will cooperate with whatever is required, and we expect this matter to be resolved quickly," when asked about allegations involving financial wrongdoing and tax issues. He added, "Floyd Mayweather has always been regarded as a top-level athlete and businessman, and he is not someone who would be involved in."
I have very good luck. I think hopefully next week after Floyd Mayweather wins again, I think he's gonna come right into the rescue.
He was also questioned about claims that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s private jet had been grounded at the airport, which he firmly denied. He said, "No, that is not true. I don't know where people are getting this from. It's just media rumors. Floyd has only been called in for questioning, and once that's done, everything will be fine. Thank you." However, boxing fans reacted more critically, with some accusing Mayweather's lawyer of being dishonest and overly defensive. One viewer commented, "Floyd chose a lawyer just like himself. I don't know who lies better."
He's been busy. They've both been busy, but I think we will be able to make bail. My interest in getting the bail reduced is that, it's still money out of the family's pockets, and maybe 100,000, 200,000 here, I guess after a while it's real money, right? So from 10 million to 5 million saves $500,000, which I think appropriately should.
Another fan commented, "This is crazy, man. You're literally denying the statements of an FBI agent. You should be arrested along with your client. I don't understand why Floyd Mayweather Jr. doesn't seem to have even one trustworthy person around him." Another user added jokingly, "We already know why Floyd was arrested. No need to twist the story for us. Just take your money and move on. We know you don't care that much anyway." It was also suggested that part of the situation stemmed from a tax.
Referred to the person as Suge, and the judge indicated there was case law that said a unique name could be the basis to prove identity. And the case he showed, I think, is different than what the law is. I mean, it's a very limited circumstance when that was admissible. And the cases we pointed out to him said that's not the case here. So that's a change of circumstance, in our opinion. So we wanted.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. reportedly settled a tax bill exceeding $22 million owed to the Internal Revenue Service, with payment coming from earnings tied to his August 26 fight against Conor McGregor. While the debt was ultimately cleared, the method used by Mayweather and his attorney to handle the IRS claim drew significant attention. According to ESPN, Mayweather filed a petition arguing that his assets were illiquid and proposed making interim payments to the IRS until he received his fight payout from McGregor the following month. Don Williamson, an accounting professor at American University, described the move as a delaying tactic, noting that the court would have difficulty intervening before the fight took place.
Logan Paul!
In simple terms, Floyd Mayweather Jr. and his legal team were relying on the slower response time of the Internal Revenue Service to buy additional time. However, the approach carried risk, as the IRS could have potentially frozen the fight purse while the case was still under review. His attorney, Jeffrey Morse, gave a more detailed defense of the strategy in an interview with Fight.com, describing Mayweather as a smart investor. He argued that if Floyd was earning returns higher than the interest charged by the IRS, it made financial sense to delay payment. According to him, any rational businessperson would take advantage of that kind of financial flexibility. He added that the petition was filed specifically to allow Mayweather to keep generating income from his investments while managing his tax obligations strategically.
Are they being pressured by someone else to do this? What is the reason why they're doing it? And what do they have on him? I don't know.
But nobody knows. A lot of people are acting like they know. If you go read it, everybody...
Both of the strategies discussed above carried notable risks for Floyd Mayweather Jr. for several reasons. The IRS does not always behave in a predictable manner, and his previous history with the agency may have made cooperation less likely. As a result, interest reportedly accumulated over the years while payments were delayed, eventually contributing to the situation that led to his reported custody. Joe Rogan, reacting to the matter, stated that he had never been more disappointed in Floyd Mayweather than this.
Money to the IRS. How much does he owe?
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this, he makes so much money.
Both of the strategies discussed above carried notable risks for Floyd Mayweather Jr. for several reasons. The IRS does not always behave in a predictable manner, and his previous history with the agency may have made cooperation less likely. As a result, interest reportedly accumulated over the years while payments were delayed, eventually contributing to the situation that led to his custody. Joe Rogan, reacting to the matter, stated that he had never been more disappointed in Floyd Mayweather in this situation.
Time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, he's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congrats.
After he shared the post along with the location, many people began trying to pinpoint the exact property and verify whether Floyd Mayweather Jr. had actually purchased it. This led fans and online investigators to dig deeper into the situation and share their findings. The increased attention eventually reached federal authorities, who reportedly reviewed the information and drew conclusions based on the available evidence. It was also claimed by Joe Rogan that Mayweather owes around $1 million in Mexico after allegedly failing to attend a scheduled conference months earlier. He was expected to appear as promised, even if only through a video link to speak with Mexican media, but he did not show up. The event reportedly ended in disappointment, with organizers and journalists gathered at a venue that ultimately served little purpose. Several well-known boxing figures, including top professionals like Jamie Munguia, were present. Ben Thompson explained that the situation was influenced by Ortiz sharing the same representative as John Gotti III, which led to a preference for pursuing a rematch with him instead of revisiting their earlier 2011 fight. ESPN's Salvador Rodriguez, who attended the press conference, confirmed that multiple high-profile boxing names were in the room. However, despite reportedly receiving $1 million in advance, Floyd Mayweather Jr. still honored the invitation. the issue. Confirmed that Floyd Mayweather Jr. did not travel to Mexico and also failed to officially confirm the conference as previously promised. He later deleted the Mexico-related poster and training information from his Instagram account. The CDMX government, which had been working to support and organize the event for late summer, was left dealing with the fallout as uncertainty around the event continued to grow. The situation escalated further as fans and media criticized the boxing icon, questioning his actions after he was reportedly paid $1 million simply to attend the media event. Reports from WBN stated that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s absence from the press conference left both organizers and journalists confused, as no explanation was provided for his no-show. The CDMX government, which had played an active role in supporting the event's arrangements, also expressed disappointment over how things unfolded. The incident reportedly cast a negative shadow over Mayweather's reputation and raised concerns about the situation.
The main event of the evening tomorrow, FLA Live Arena. It's Mayweather versus Gotti III.
The main issue surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s debt with Mexican authorities was reportedly connected to his fight with John Gotti III, with claims that he may be barred from holding future exhibitions in the region until the matter is resolved. Alongside inquiries made by federal agents, an unnamed former employee of Mayweather also shared additional details about his whereabouts and the reasons behind his travel. According to this source, Mayweather's past issues with Dubai authorities were also referenced, with suggestions that he still had unresolved matters from the previous year and that his trip may have been an attempt to address those concerns. It was also mentioned that he had been given an ultimatum related to those issues. Another reason cited was his involvement in legitimate brand ventures.
He going through, I think it may be getting real.
Wow, that's crazy, man. And you would figure his big homie Al Heyman would rectify it.
Al's a powerhouse. Al's that dude. Al should be able to rectify anything. He's a Harvard lawyer. He's smart. He got PBC. He raised the...
Floyd Mayweather Jr. was reportedly promised by organizers in Dubai that he would stage a fight there, with payments made to bring boxing to the region and help it grow in a similar way to Saudi Arabia. However, it is claimed that he later chose not to proceed with the fight, saying it could negatively affect his reputation. According to the same narrative, Mayweather's involvement in Dubai was more extensive, and it is suggested that it may take years to fully resolve the financial matters connected to him there. This was also presented as one of the reasons behind his travel, both as an attempt to address outstanding issues and to find a way out of ongoing complications.
All the money in the world, I think they may not want it. Some different countries be wanting different things. Think about it. How many times have, we've been involved with something and we go, nah, man, we just throw some paper at it. And I'm talking back in the days when we was doing our little 1-2s.
Correct.
And nah, they don't want to drop the case. You'd be like, I'll put the money up for the lawyer. I'll put the money up for the bail. They don't want to.
It is further claimed that Floyd Mayweather Jr. continued gambling until he exceeded his own budget, despite his Money Mayweather image suggesting otherwise. According to the narrative, he was expected to settle his payments but allegedly left without resolving them, which only intensified the situation. The source also suggests that efforts were made to keep these issues out of the public eye, but that the underlying problems remained unresolved. The same former worker reportedly referenced earlier incidents in Dubai, saying they had previously been involved in questioning related to Mayweather's issues in the region. He also mentioned that although he had not spoken directly to Floyd recently, he remained in contact with someone close to him for many years. According to this account, that contact hinted that Mayweather had been held in Dubai over financial matters involving.
We really don't got no paper like that saved
that's
up.
A fact.
So even if he's making $100 million, if he's burning through 5, 6, 7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities. So I don't know nobody's bag, but me and you, we real. We never count nobody's paper. So
not at all.
I hope he got 10 billion. And I hope he get out of his problem.
That's a fact, because you would figure he should be able to just cash him out. Like whatever the tab is, you know, he should be able to wire that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I think he could do that with no problem.
It was also alleged that Floyd Mayweather Jr. owed money to certain individuals from a transaction that did not go through properly, and that efforts were being made to recover those funds. According to the account, the legal system in that region operates differently, and the matter could have potentially been taken to court or handled through other means, which may have escalated the situation. The same source further claimed that he was effectively detained, stating that he did not have his passport or personal documents at the time. Despite this, he was reportedly staying in a high-end.
He is something.
He did. He made $1 billion plus. Floyd made a lot of money. And I don't really know Floyd's business, so I'm not going to speak on Floyd's business. But Floyd's very, very, as the world knows, he's money made, very flashy. Look, man, you know, we both made some real money. But, you know, you start burning through, you make $2-3 million a year, you burning through $100,000 a month. You ain't really got that much money.
Shit, he probably spending way more than that.
No, I'm talking regular dudes.
I see what
we
you're
say
saying.
we made $3 million, we burning through.
Said that Floyd Mayweather Jr. earned well over $1 billion throughout his career. But critics argue that high earnings mean little when matched with equally high spending. According to this narrative, even substantial wealth can become unstable depending on financial decisions, and his money may not be enough to resolve certain overseas issues. It is also claimed that he was released from detention in Dubai, which was described as a relief that allowed him to return to business activities and resume training. However, it is suggested that his problems did not end there, with further complications allegedly emerging upon his return to the United States. Some reports even allege that he was detained alongside his private jet, which was reportedly secured by authorities to prevent any attempt to leave. Additionally, it is claimed that legal and financial concerns in the U.S. could lead to potential seizure of assets. According to statements at Tree,
always talk about different things that I'm doing. You know, what I'm working on right now in New York City. I know you guys, if you guys haven't seen one of my buildings, is One Summit. You know,
yes.
You know, it's actually it's one of the tallest commercial buildings in the world. So just in New York alone, I got 9 skyscrapers.
Yeah. What's the address of that building?
I don't know that one about. So what I'm working on, I want you guys.
the ex-employee further stated in an interview, "Yeah, things have become more complicated recently, especially regarding his accounts and properties. They are pushing for payment and going to extreme lengths to recover it. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is handling the situation well, and we hope it gets resolved, but it's honestly very serious." According to the same narrative, his debts have reportedly been increasing over time, allegedly forcing Mayweather to consider selling off some of his properties. It is also claimed that efforts were being made to prevent federal authorities from seizing assets. The report further suggests that law enforcement agencies were acting with strong efficiency in handling the situation. It concludes by stating that Mayweather had been taken into custody and implied he may not be released quickly. The segment ended with a typical closing message encouraging viewers to subscribe for more boxing updates and stay tuned for future content.